All right, guys, welcome to the call. We're on here. It's me, Jesse Miller, with my partner in crime, Rod, the Peak Man, credit specialist, entrepreneur, beast. How you doing, brother?
The credit repair champion of the credit repair secret. Boom.
Boom. There you go. All right, brother. So listen, we've got this brand new service that we're going to provide for our members. If you guys are watching this now, that means you're a proud owner of the RTG powerful system and training.
That's right.
Keep in mind training. The RTG is a very powerful tool, but without this training, the tool is just a tool. Although it will give you results, and we've seen it time and time again, it's the training that's attached to it that's going to help you to get the beast mode that Rodney and myself are bringing you here. So with that being said, guys, this will be only in the RTG version. It's called the new Masterclass Lab. And that's where all these videos are going to be located. So if you're watching this, that means you're part of the Masterclass Lab. So congratulations.
The Masterclass Lab! Come on down.
Roddy is on fire.
I am.
All right,
I am, sir.
Well, we've got some good stuff here, man. We've got a lot of people asking, so you know, it's been going around on the thread in the mastermind group. People are just like, when are you guys going to bring it? When are we going to get this suppression? So here it is. We finally have it ready. We're going to do this video. We got a 3-part series here. So if you're watching this, make sure you watch the next 2 videos that's attached to this because it's all going to be the power behind this.
You know what, Jesse? You know why they're asking us for it? Because nobody else in the industry does it right.
Boom.
Nobody. Boom. They all do Lexisnexis. They spend 1 or 2 minutes in it, and they call it free to Lexisnexis. And yet, when they do it, they get no results. And they say, "Boy, it must not work. It must not work." Well, guess what? If you're doing it the way they teach it at all these other events, and by these other so-called experts and alleged leaders, guess what? It won't work.
Yeah.
You know, it's like anything else. You got to do everything the right way and complete if you want complete right way results. You know what I'm saying is, if you do minimum effort, you'll get maximum failure, and that's a darn truth.
100%.
Minimum effort is maximum failure. You want maximum results, you best do maximum effort. No doubt about it.
100%.
Now, what we're going to go today, what Jesse and I are going to go over today, is something that a handful of people only in the industry knows how to do, or has. I'm going to say only a handful of people know how to freeze Lexisnexis. It's pretty common out there. However, I've only met 7 people in the industry that have done it completely and correctly where it actually is effective. Every last other person that I've ever seen do it has not been able to consistently get results from doing it. Hence, they're not doing it properly correct.
Yeah.
For me to say proper and correct, I'm talking about it actually enhances your results substantially. I'm not talking about here and there. I'm talking about substantially right from the get-go. Boom. And of those 7 persons, each and every one of them was a graduate of University of North Carolina. Imagine that. And each and every one of them, besides myself, would not be considered an expert of credit nor a leader in the industry at all. They're just credit repair professionals. That is it. We all learned it from the exact same locations through the University of North Carolina college system. So I'm not saying that's the only place that you could have learned it. I'm just saying that's the only one that I am aware of. But you today, as an RTG member, are going to get the beans, buddy.
Boom. Well, there you go. So what we're going to do, guys, if you're watching this right now, what we're doing is we're going to try to keep this as brief as we can because we got a lot of content to cover. And
Jesse's gonna try to keep it brief. You're Rodney don't ever try to keep nothing brief.
well, I'm going to try to keep Rodney on track because we've got 2 other versions of this we've got to put together today for you guys. So we're working hard here. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump in. If you're okay with that, Rod, let's go ahead and jump into this.
I'm all right. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Cause I'll be here for 25 minutes talking on the first part of here, and I don't want to do that on you guys.
All right. Good deal. So we got.
Let me know where to go.
Yeah, go right ahead. We got the Lexisnexis pulled up here with the Pacer on the how-to, so we're all ready to go.
Okay, this is the Lexisnexis and Pacer how-tos. Now, first of all, before I get started, I'll tell you what Lexisnexis and Pacer are. When you challenge or even dispute a public record through any of the bureaus, whether it be Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, or even Innocence for that matter, when it goes to their investigators that actually decide, if it is verified or not, they do not, absolutely do not contact the creditor or the collector or the court itself. First of all, a court cannot legally transfer electronically information to any third party. That's to anyone, credit bureaus or anyone, not even you. They won't even do it to you electronically. For you to go to your own public records, you will have to go down to the courthouse and physically observe it. That is true for any third party as well, whether it be a credit bureau, Lexisnexis, or anyone else. Now, what happens is this. The bureaus, they use a third party to verify public records. That third party is called Lexisnexis. However, Lexisnexis themselves uses another third party, and that third party is called Pacer. Pacer is a public information center for the actual court records themselves. It's the courts actually put out. You cannot freeze Pacer. You can freeze and suppress Lexisnexis, however, and make them rely on Pacer. So if you freeze Lexisnexis correctly, when the bureaus go to verify through Lexisnexis, Lexisnexis won't have an answer. So the credit bureau said, boy, we can't go to Lexisnexis. Let's go to our backup. Our backup is Lexisnexis third party, which would be Pacer. So now they go to Pacer, and they try to verify through Pacer. However, if Pacer has been silenced, guess what? Boom. No working. So we're going to teach you how today to properly and correctly, per the M2C Academy methodology, to freeze to suppress Lexisnexis and indirectly silence Pacer. Again, you cannot suppress and you cannot freeze Pacer, but you can silence them, and you silence them indirectly. Now, what indirectly means, you don't go to them at all. You go to every other party around them that would use their information, and you pretty much, for lack of better words, you block their ability to talk to anybody, including Pacer themselves, and the bureaus, of course. And since you block that information, nothing can be told on you. Boom. All right. Now I'm going to start reading through here, and I'll explain it as we go if I need to. Lexisnexis and Pacer how-tos. Lexisnexis, how to freeze to suppress them, Lexisnexis, properly and completely, which again I mentioned almost nobody knows how to do, only a handful I am aware of. And also how to silence Pacer indirectly by use of an AAAF notice. An AAAF notice is a affiant affidavit in affirmation of facts notice. I will explain that later on. Trust me, me and Jesse will get all over that. In the same way that the M2C Academy feels it is best for enhancement of effort. Enhancement means to increase your odds of success. To best eradicate, eliminate, delete, remove, reportings of public records. Now, the typical Lexisnexis website is right there, lexisnexis.com. the gateway page. That is not where you want to go to start with your suppression of Lexisnexis. Instead, you start with opting out the Lexisnexis first online. Go to HTTPS, that little funny symbols, opt out dot, there you go, he's doing that for me, opt out dot lexisnexis.com. When you do that, you'll come to the Lexisnexis information suppression form, and it looks like this. Here's what it looks like. You'll see that form online. Now, most people tell you to suppress Lexisnexis. It only takes 1, 2, or 3, or 4 minutes, and all you do is fill out the information, and boom, you're done. They're half correct, and they're mostly wrong. Did you hear what I said? They're half correct, but mostly wrong. I know it sounds asinine, but I'm going to explain it to you in a minute. Go up, Jesse. To me, here's how we do it here. The very first time you go to Lexisnexis, and the very first time you go to suppress them. Now, they're going to be doing this several times. This is going to take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes if you're quick. If you're not quick, it might take hours. But if you're quick, I'm pretty quick myself. So if you're quick, it'll take 30 to 45 minutes. But the first time is the most important time. So this very first time, do it exactly correct, and you'll be well off to start off with. Even if you didn't do anything else beyond that. Hopefully you would, but let's say you didn't. All right. The one thing you want to do, you want to fill out the information the exact same way you would do to cut the screen's letter. In other words, you have only your first name, your last name, your street number, your street name, your city, your state, your zip. The only reason we put a zip here is because the form has an asterisk by it, so you have no choice. You must fill it out. Now, go ahead, look at this. You do not fill in on your first occasion the date of birth, the social security number, the email, the phone number, the street type, the middle name, your suffix, nor your the generation is a suffix, by the way, because you didn't know that. You know, senior, junior, first, second, third, whatever, or anything else on that form. The first filing or the first filling out is exactly how you would do. You'd want the personal information. Go ahead, Ducky. Jesse. Personal information reported on a credit report and nothing else. True or not. For a reason, you will select, I do not want my information publicly available via Lexisnexis products. And I showed an example here of how you do it the first time. You see here, I put down Rodney. I didn't put nothing for middle. I put down my last name being Peak. I put nothing for suffix. I did not fill out date of birth. I did not fill out Social Security. I put down 123 Main. I didn't put down street or avenue or boulevard like that. I put down my city, which is Pensacola, my state, which is Florida. I put down zip code only because it was required to. Again, go back to the address up there, 123 Main. Again, I didn't put down street type. I only put down street number and street name. I did not put down street type. Do not, on your first time, do it exactly like that. I don't care what your street number is and street name is and all that stuff like that. Fill it out that way. Now, on your email, don't put an email. Do not put a phone number. Again, they're not asterisk marks, so you don't have to, so don't do it. Now, once you do that, hit add. Click the add button. It's right there on the bottom left. Go up, Dusty. All right. Now, when you hit add, you're going to see your information again. Check over it. Make sure it's the way you want. Record that reference number right next to your name. There you go. Record it. Make sure everything is right. Record it. Now you scroll down more, and it's going to ask you to verify the information exactly the way you want it, and then scroll down to where you see family members to suppress. On your first, Jesse, go back, man. You're going faster than I am. On your first initial Lexisnexis freeze attempt to suppress, do not fill out any family member information to suppress. Just click finish. Even if you have a family member on your report or not, you do not fill it in. It don't matter. On this first time, you only want your first name, your last name, street number, street name, city, state, zip code, and that's it. Nothing else. Click finish. Now, again, you're going to get your thank you page now. The thank you page would be a thank you page. Now, roll up. You can read it if you want to. Now, you scroll to the bottom. We're not done here, okay? We're not done here. We got plenty more to do. Let's say you have more names or whatever. So you're now going to click on the create an additional suppression request. Create an additional suppression request. That's going to send you back to the front page again. Now, this is your second Lexisnexis run. So starting with your second Lexisnexis run through, that's hard to say. Start filling out the options exactly of the information you desire removed eventually from your reports. That means any names, any addresses, any phone numbers, any emails, etc., etc., etc. Anything and everything that is not exactly desired that you want to listen to this stuff, you want to get it off. So listen and suppress it. As an example, let's say, for example, I had my names of Rodney Eugene Peak, Rodney Peak Sr., Rodney Eugene New, and Rodney Eugene New Sr. on my credit reports. Don't matter which report, if it's anywhere on my report, I'm going to list that. Those will say I had those 4 names listed between my 3 major reports or wherever. And I also had the addresses of 123 Main Street, Citronelle, Alabama, 36522, as well as, go up, Dr. Wayne, or go up, Jesse. 123 Main Street, Pensacola, Florida, 32506. 123 Main Street, Mobile, Alabama, 36618. And I also had my date of birth of April 12, 1970, and my social security number of 222-12900. Obviously, that is not my social security number. And the phone numbers of 111-111-1111 and 222-222-2222. And my email addresses of Rodney Peak or rodpeak@yahoo.com, Credit Repair Champion LLC at hotmail.com, M2C Academy at yahoo.com. Yes, those are my email addresses. You email me, I'm going to block you. But anyway, if you see above here, I have listed on this example 4 name variations, 3 addresses, 2 phone numbers, and 3 email addresses. I believe I had 1 date of birth and 1 social security number, but I didn't list that here. To do the most complete Lexisnexis freeze and suppression, you want to execute as many combinations in attempt to suppress as many items of information as feasible. This can indeed get very cumbersome and very complex, so pay attention and do as much as you can the best you can. This is what separates success from wanting to succeed. You know, what makes you different from the other guy? This is going to be it right here. I'm about to explain to you. Go up, Jesse. Let's say, for example, you on your first time you fill in, you're going to fill in name 1 with Addy 1, with your phone number 1, email 1, and your date of birth and social security number, of course. On the second time, you do name 1 with Addy 2, phone number 1, and email 2, and so on, so on, so on. So here's the combination. You can kind of look at it if you want to, and pause if you want to. But I'm going to scroll up so I can get done with this conversation real quick. Go up. My advice is you come up with some kind of easy tracking order. Like I like going column down and a row across. Like, for example, if I had A, B, C, or D across and 1, 2, 3 items down, you know, you come over, you meet up in the middle, you got A1, B1, C1, D1, A2, B2, C2, D2, A3, B3, C3, D3, and instead down here on the fourth one, A4, B4, C4, D4. The A could be your address, and the 1 could be your phone number or whatever information. It's just combination information. Go up. So just for examples, let me display some sample screenshots. This might help you out. For example, again, I wrote down the names again, and names and addresses I had, my date of birth, social security number, phone number. Go up, Jesse. I listed all the images so you had a quick reference to it. Now, if you notice above, I have 4 name variations, 3 addresses, 2 phone numbers, and 3 email addresses. So I'm again in my second Lexisnexis freeze attempt with Rodney Eugene Peak. As you see, I put down Rodney Eugene Peak, 123 Main Street, Citronelle, Alabama, 36522. I put it in there. I went ahead and entered the birth date this time, as well as the social security number this time, as well as the phone number this time, as well as one of the email addresses this time. So again, this is one of the combinations of all those combinations. I selected a reason. I did not want my information publicly available via Lexisnexis products. I clicked add. Now, I click add. You're gonna be reviewing your information. You're gonna review the information. Go up. You're gonna see the information you just typed in there. This time, unlike the first time, remember the first time we didn't add no family members or no applicant information or no other information at all. This time we will. If we have a family or we have somebody as a roommate or we have somebody as a co-applicant on our credit report, we will fill in the family information suppress. So this time, since my wife would be on my credit report, I would put in Naomi Peak. I would put in all her information that's applicable. In this case, the date of birth, social security number, and middle name if she had it, suffix if she had it. Whatever information that's on my credit report, if her name was Naomi Jennifer Peak, then I would type in Naomi Jennifer Peak. If her name was whatever, I put in whatever, and just run it. This time, instead of hitting finish first, you hit add because you want to add that to your submission. There you go. Scroll up. Now you'll see her name added right there, right along with my name. The one name I just added this time, Rodney Eugene Pig, along with Naomi Pig, is added to your suppression. Boom, you're good to go. Now that combination is suppressed. Go down. Now, if you have another person, which I don't have mine, maybe you have a son or daughter, or you have an ex-husband or ex-wife there as opposed to a current one, they might have them on there still. Add them as well. Keep adding until you get all of them out of the way. And then you click finish when you're done. Again, you hit add if you added somebody. If you don't have nobody, you leave it blank and hit finish. All right. Eventually, you'll get to a thank you page. Make sure it's all correct. Review your thank you page and rinse and repeat the exact same process until you have effectively covered each and every name, address, date of birth, social security number, phone number, email combination possible that you can think of. Now, this can be cumbersome. If you got a bunch of names, a bunch of addresses, a bunch of phone numbers, you can literally have the hundreds and thousands of fill outs. You do not have to do all of them. Don't get insane. What I'm saying is this. You can do that. It will maximize your effort absolutely 100%. However, if you want great results, all you got to do is that very first one I told you, as well as any combination that you know for a fact is reported by some creditor or some bureau somewhere. If you suspect that combination is being used somewhere, it don't matter if it's a positive count, a derogatory count, or a neutral count. Put it in there. And yes, I did say that. If it's a positive count and it has the combination of 1, 2, 3, 4, you want to suppress 1, 2, 3, 4 information. And trust me, just do it. It's not going to erase your positive information, but it will prevent potentially later on a derogatory information from being verified. Now, again, review your thank you page and rinse and repeat the exact same process until you have effectively covered each name, address, date of birth, social security, phone number, email combination that you can think of. Or at the very minimum, any combination at all reporting on any information in your files, regardless if the information is positive or true, positive or adversary. So if you have 4 names, 2 addresses, 1 date of birth, 1 social security number, 2 phone numbers, and 2 email addresses reported, you theoretically should do 2, 4, 1, 1, 2 times 2. So 4 times 2 times 1 times 1 times 2 times 2. That's 32 extra Lexisnexis frees beyond the very first one. Remember, the very first one, we haven't counted on this stuff. So the very first one is just your last name, your first name, your street number, your street address, your city, your state, your zip code, and nothing else. That would be your very first Lexisnexis. All these other ones are extras. So you should do, if you want a complete, absolute guaranteed complete system, you do every one of the combinations possible. Obviously, if you got a whole bunch of them, time-wise, money-wise, I don't personally think it's worth it. I wouldn't do it unless the client's paying me huge amount of bucks. So, but if your client only has, say, 3 names and 2 addresses, heck, why not? That's only 6 combinations. Do it. Why not? The amount of success you'll get because of it is incredible. It will be well worth it. All right, scroll up, Jesse.
All right.
We almost get this done.
Yeah.
All right. Again, I recommend doing this only as one deems vital, and if the word meets the means. Point is, if you only did the initial Lexisnexis freeze, plus all those combinations that you know for a fact are reported somewhere, or you feel might be reported somewhere, and you also use the AAF notice along with the cut of screens, which you will be obviously should be doing. I don't know why you wouldn't do it. You're going to find near always your success will be super elevated. It'll be almost impossible to fail. I don't want to say impossible because anything's possible, but I have not yet seen anyone do these steps and not succeed. And you're not going to be the first one. I promise you. All right, again, the final step toward your totally super enhanced the Lexisnexis freeze and suppress would be to forward the Lexisnexis a consumer testimonial AAF notice, which we're going to cover later on. When you take this AAF notice and you send it to Lexisnexis, be sure to send it to them by registered certified mail with tracking. Do not try to get them to sign for it. They will not sign for it. If you send them a return, a certified mail with RRR return request received, they will not sign it. You will get it back turned to you. I have never seen them sign for it. They won't. So don't waste your money. Tracking is good enough in court. So send it registered mail with tracking, and you're going to be covered just fine. Again, the combination of the above sequences of excessive and extensive freeze attempts tied with this AAF notice, which again is your affidavit of affirmation for facts, or in affirmation of facts notice, would generate you great success, because it has always generated my firms and all of my affiliates incredible and unmatched success in results for years and years and years. And I'm actually 100% positive that you will experience a similar effect as well. So your enhancement will skyrocket. Heck, if you didn't use this, just using RTG, you see what's happening. People are getting blasted everywhere. Now, when you do send off this notice to Lexisnexis, don't use any other Lexisnexis address but this one right here. Send it straight to their privacy information manager. Make him accountable. That's the one you want to send. I know there's lower Lexisnexis addresses. Don't send it to them. There's one in Atlanta. Do not send it to the one in Atlanta. It won't do you any good. Send it to this one here. Lexisnexis Privacy Information Manager, P.O. Box 933, Dayton, Ohio, 45401. That's who you want.
Yeah.
That is how you suppress. That's how you freeze to suppress Lexisnexis. Now, let me go down here to Pacer. Remember, I said the bureaus will try first to verify public records with Lexisnexis. If they are not able to get Lexisnexis to do it right, they would now turn to Pacer. Pacer cannot be froze. Pacer cannot be suppressed. However, Pacer can be silenced indirectly. Now, indirectly means you don't go directly to Pacer. To silence Pacer really is a simple process. All you got to do is create that super awesome AAF notice, which is, again, the affidavit in affirmation of facts notice, using the RTG AAF notice system that Jesse Miller will be giving to you guys because you are super awesome people, and he's going to give you this powerful letter for absolutely 100% free as an RTG member. Man, that's a game changer. Nobody else in the industry even knows what this is, much less uses it. No one. You won't see this at no credit repair boot camps. You won't see this at no credit repair universities. You won't see this at any conferences. You won't see this at any events. You won't see this nowhere, because this is something that only a handful of people even know about. You will not see it at any lawyer's office because they don't have it. This is this right here. Boom. Yeah. We're going to get it to you, and you're going to have it, and you're going to get great results. You file one of these letters to each and every court of record, credit bureau. That includes the third-party credit bureaus like Lexisnexis and Innovis and even Check Systems or any other third-party system you come about. Any and all creditors or any all collectors that are under the public record. So let's say you got a scroll up. So let's say you got a bankruptcy chapter 7 that has 5 data providers, 5 collectors. Maybe there are 5 creditors and or 3 creditors and 2 collectors, whatever. There's 5 total data providers under the bankruptcy. You're going to be sending off at least 6 of these AF notices. That is 1 notice to the court of record, and then 5 notices total to each of the 5 data providers. So that's 6 altogether. If you had 15 creditors underneath the bankruptcy, and you had 3 courts, you would be sending 3 courts and 15 creditors. So that would be 18 altogether. Again, you rinse and repeat this process, and boom, you're good to go. Now, also keep a note. This AAF notice that we're going to teach you how to use later on, this is exact same AAF notice, this exact same affidavit and affirmation of facts notice will be used to aid in the silencing of ID analytics for the proper freezing and suppression of SafeStream. Boom. That concludes this section, guys. The only thing you ain't got here now is the actual letter itself, the AAF notice. But we're going to give that to you in a little bit. All right, next we're going to go over the ID analytics and SafeStream.